Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very glad to have this opportunity to be here. Thank you, Mackenzie, for giving me this chance to share with you about 3D printing for building industry. WinSun is a Chinese 3D printing company for 16 years, and today we can use this technology to print all the underground facilities, including buildings, and we have started the first generation printers, factory printers, on-site printers, as well as mobile printers, which can print parts. And we also have the on-site large-scale printers. So here, let's take a look at what is the 3D printing for buildings or 3D printing construction. To put it simply, it is a new construction materials and use robots to replace humans who could construct buildings in a factory or on-site. So we need to use all the big data to integrate the blueprints of the building, the 3D models, and to to print out the buildings by slices. Of course, the raw materials are sands, concretes, rocks, and water. And of course, we can use some mine tailings and some building waste and to recycle them and build it back into our new buildings. So what are the benefits of the 3D printing construction technology? The first is we do not generate any more building waste, and we save a lot of time. In the past, the traditional way of building a house will be measured by years, and now we are measured by months or days to print a whole story, one story. And in the past, all the work of many procedures now were integrated into one step and save a lot of manpower. And lastly, it can save a lot of raw materials. From this picture, you can see that it can actually print many things fast and effectively. And for those not so heavy walls, there are empty parts inside, and we can actually print one story of a building per day. And we can also have the vertical plans on the building. And you can print the internal finish and external finish, and also the heating systems. And also at the same time, you can print the walls, the tall walls, without any water. And most importantly, you can actually use the steel scraps or the mine tailings to print out these underground facilities. And this is typically a pit well that traditionally we're using bricks and concrete to do that, but now we can just bring the printers to print on-site. And this is a 9-meter pipe lines, underground pipe galleries. And this is the bridging structures that for Dubai government, we have actually printed 17 buildings, office buildings, one building per day. And it's 9.7 meters long and 28 tons, and that's like 3 times stronger than the traditional materials. And this is a 3-day completion. This is a villa printed within 3 days. Is 1,100 square meters large, and this is another luxury residence printed within 3 days. And this is a mobile hotel. It's very light. You can actually hoist and then put it there. And you can also assemble it within a daytime. Small houses are also printed here. And this is the support or the exterior of the 3D printed building with steel structure, you can solve the problem of the fire issues, flooding issues, and of course there is the cost benefits. And this is a building of 6 stories completed in 3 days. One level which is underground and the other 5 levels are above the ground. And this is the super high-speed railway stations and the pillars that are printed to support the construction of the U.S. super high-speed railway. And this is a building in Suzhou that we will print 103 meters tall, 33 stories, and the cost requirements is 50% lower than traditional building methods. And every day we will build 1 story. We will print 1 story. Next, we will show you a video of the 3D printing construction.
Okay, so for WinSun, after fighting for 16 years, we're actually holding for this vision. Through 3D printing, we want the sky to become brighter and the water to become cleaner, and we want more people around the world to stay in a more environmental friendly and more energy saving buildings.